Hello and welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. Now, SHIB took a massive dive this weekend, roughly about a 50% starting from Friday, and it did hit its lowest price in roughly 5 months, right? But 4.3 trillion SHIB tokens are on the move as well. The question arises, are whales buying the dip? Or is this part of a bigger crash that's coming ahead? Now, with whale transactions surging roughly 200%, are there signs of a rebound and emergence coming, or is this them just consolidating, waiting for something that we don't know? And then the question comes into be, if SHIB reclaims above the 0.00015 mark, could a push towards 0.0018 guarantee it's happening? Let's dive into the latest price action. Let's look at the charts, and then let's look at some fundamentals. Be sure you've clicked the subscribe button so you don't miss out on charts and news updates like this. I try to do the stats research for all of us every day to give us all of the news that we need to be ahead, because this market shifts tremendously fast. And you can see that here in this chart, literally like in the hour mark, within 1 hour, each candle here's an hour. If you guys don't trade much, you know. Each candle here is just 1 hour, and we can literally see in an hour the SHIB had dropped 12% and it had made it back up 14%. And that's how fast this market can move. Even on this guaranteed red candle, we had a 17% drop. That is how fast it can drop and hover. And look, it stopped at the 116 mark. Now let's look at the bigger picture. Right? When we see the bigger picture of SHIB, we have not hit back to these old lows. Now, it is scary. Once we hit these numbers, we're going to be dropping at around another 45%. But what you want to do this time is, if you believe in this market narrative, this would be a great opportunity to dollar cost average in. And here's the one thing, you can dollar cost average in an exchange like this, and then you can open up your leverage, but it doesn't let you add on to your position. So you might want to just hold this for day trading. I do have the link below. We are able to leverage up to 50x on SHIB, and right now, thanks to that link, they're giving you a $10,000 deposit bonus, and I believe some cheaper trading fees, which is so helpful, especially if you're learning the market. So click the link below. It's in the description. It's free money for you guys. See if it helps you there. But what we see with SHIB, we are in the lows, baby. We are in the lows. And technically here, you guys, we could draw a resistance line, well, a support line that hopefully doesn't turn into a resistance. And we're going to draw it back here just because it has hit all of these points. Right? And right now we just want to see it stabilize itself here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, oh man, 5, 6, even 7, 8, 9. There's a lot of points in this area. So this is a defined heavy area for SHIB in itself. We want to wait and see what happens with that move. We want to wait and see if RSI continues to crash. I mean, on the day mark, we're down to the 24. On the 4-hour mark, we're down to the 26 for it. And then when we get to the higher numbers, it's looking like SHIB's momentum is topping out, especially on like the 15. Yeah, and we can see some bearish divergence happening here, which isn't good. Bearish divergence usually signifies that we're going to have a further bit of a drop. And I do believe if we do, we're either going to stabilize here, which is about a 14% drop, or we're going to probably head back down to here, which will be another 45%, but we will consolidate here as that's a heavy zone for SHIB. Also, though, this area is where it's had a lot of consolidation. I mean, we just drew that line. So you guys, we can see here in this area, right, in between those two areas, there is a lot of consolidation that's occurred. This is where its range really took place. So we just need to keep watching and see what's going to happen and try to find stats that might define what's going to happen. Okay. And here's, I guess, the news portion of it, right? So SHIB right now, as we all see, is at a critical turning point. It's had that fat drop this weekend, and everybody is closely watching these price levels to determine if this recovery is real or it's just kind of like a fake out. Now, if it does reclaim above the 0.00016 mark, that is going to help tremendously, and it could gain some bullish momentum and push towards the 0.0018. Now, however, if it goes back down below the 1-2 mark, we're gonna, like I said, head down to we're gonna lose a whole nother zero in a bad way and get down to the 0.007 something mark. And that would be very stressful. Now, one of the most important factors, there are recently large investors who have moved about 4.3 trillion SHIB tokens. Now, This does indicate that there's some major players that might be taking advantage of the lower price. Now, historically, when whales are buying the dip, it often helps stabilize the price, and it even sets the stage for a potentially big rebound. Now, additionally, we don't have the MACD on here, but the MACD indicator is showing an early signs of a reversal, and this does suggest that selling pressure may be slowing down. But when we look at the RSI, it's showing us the opposite, so it's very, very difficult to decide once you've got both of them thinking that way. Now, meanwhile, macroeconomic uncertainty has fully impacted the entire cryptocurrency market, and SHIB has been hit harder than any major altcoins. We've got Solana that didn't get hit as much, Chainlink, Avalanche, and they've only experienced about a 20% drop. We're 20 to 30. SHIB went from a 30 to a 50% drop, suggesting that there is extra selling pressure at play for SHIB. Now, despite this, the surge in whale activity could actually indicate that there are institutional investors who see an opportunity for actual long-term gains. And then for traders looking to understand the market better, there's tools like Altcoin Season Index, the SHIB Liquidity Map, the Fear and Greed Index, and there's crypto bubbles. They're going to provide you a deeper insight into the current trends of the market. And keeping an eye on those charts, I've got them up. Keeping an eye on those charts will help you make a lot more informed decision over time. And if you guys want me to do a video on any of those, comment below. Let me know. I'll gladly do one that teaches you each one of those piece by piece. Now, overall, SHIB's price remains at a critical support level. And whether it holds or breaks lower, it's going to be determined in the next direction. Now, if whales do continue to accumulate SHIB, it will manage to climb above the 0.0018 mark is the goal. Now, if we see that rally, we're going to get past 0.002, and once we break that psychologically, it will help. Now, if the bearish end of it persists, we're going to drop back down below the 0.0012, and the token will probably struggle to recover in the short term. Now, you need to stay tuned for more updates and as the market continues to develop. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm going to be researching this every day, and we need to be diligently watching this. There are stats coming out. Is SHIB ready for a major comeback? That's the first question. Or are we looking for future declines, right? The question is very, very prominent. I want to hear you guys' answers below, so please don't hesitate to comment. And as always, if you're trading meme coins or you're building a diverse portfolio, my team at Blockchain Management makes your crypto taxes simple. We track trades, calculate the gains, and then we generate your reports effortlessly. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of these, and click that notification bell. And as always, until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and stay ahead. Peace out, everybody.